So my son and I went to a concert this week, and we got a little dinner before. It was a nice little dinner date, and I failed at my order, and I'm going to tell you that story. It was really cute. We parked, and then we found an Italian cafe. We were just kind of walking around holding hands, and so we went in and had some dinner. He loves chicken Caesar salad, so I knew he could find one of those there. And they had a pretty standard Italian American menu, and so it's a little challenging to find something that's true carnivore. But what I did was I found a stuffed veal, and it was stuffed with, I believe, fontina cheese. They also stuffed it with prosciutto, and it had a tomato sauce on it. And so when I ordered it, I said, could you just take the tomato sauce off? And I was just going to eat a little bit of the cheese. And I said, no sauce. And she was kind of confused and was like, okay. So I said no sauce, and it came over, and it was doused in like an Italian gravy. And I knew it definitely had to have flour in it to thicken up the sauce. And so I was like, I'll just eat it. Fine. I'll just figure it out and just scrape the sauce off. And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling so good. I don't want to. And so I was just like, you know what? We got our wires crossed. So sorry about this, but I don't eat flour. And they said, do you have an allergy? And I said, yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm not celiac, but I said, yeah, it would really make me feel sick. And so they were like, no problem at all. Absolutely not. We'll go put another one in. No big deal. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want them to waste meat like that. So I was like, why don't you just make me a chicken Caesar? And so I had the chicken Caesar. I know that there's seed oils in the dressing. I know even probably some sugar in it, but I know that would be better for me. It would make me feel least bad having the salad. Of course, I could have asked for the dressing on the side. I could have just done like a olive oil, but we were in a rush and we just had to get out of there. So I got a quick chicken Caesar, ate that down, and it was fine. But these are the things that we do, right? You can have strong boundaries. You can, advocate for yourself. Of course, you don't want the restaurant to waste food, and you want to do a good job on the first order. But I really just kind of was like, it's not worth it to me to eat this. I could have just left it and not had anything, but I was starving at that point. So, this is how we learn. They didn't have any steak options or anything like that. So I probably could have done a shrimp. I probably could have had a salmon. So I could have done it differently, but I just didn't want to sacrifice my health and feeling good for eating that one meal. And I think some people just are like, well, throw their hands up in the air and be like, I have to have this. And luckily the restaurant was super cool about it. Anyway, we went on to have a really fun night.
But who am I kidding? Oh.
And it was a blast, and I felt fine because I didn't have flour. So, just another restaurant story of a carnivore.